What's up, YouTube? This is the Non-Respawn Gamer, and today I want to talk about a game called H-Hour Worlds Elite. This game was announced like right before I deployed, so I looked into it a little bit, and while I was deployed I read up on it when I had time, and I'm just trying to bring awareness to this game, because I know a lot of people know about it probably, but there's still probably plenty of people that don't, and give my opinions on why I think it's going to be a fantastic game and why I'm excited about it. Well, the main reason why I'm excited about it is because it's based around non-respawn game modes, and most people that know me or watch my channel, they know that I like to play non-respawn game modes a lot better than respawn. To me, they're just more fun, more entertaining, and it gives me more of a thrill when I only have one life. But only certain games can really pull it off, and most games only have like one or two modes that are non-respawn, and it's good that there's a shooter that's coming back and coming out that's based around non-respawn game modes. I always wondered why, like, even Ghost Recon Future Soldier, why they only had one non-respawn game mode, and I know it doesn't cater to most gamers these days. Most gamers just like to run and gun and not be too tactical, but I'm excited, and I'm excited about a game that's finally going to be based off of non-respawn game modes. I think another feature that I'm going to like a lot is finally a game that's going to have user-created ranked rooms. I mean, there's some games that come out that have them, but not many. And I think the main thing is you need to give people options, like Ghost Recon Future Soldier. It was a great game, but if you could have created your own ranked room with what you wanted, no UCAVs, no noob tubes, maybe even a pistol only, and just give you those features and those options and make them ranked. Yes, you're going to have people that boost, but I'd rather have people boost in their own creative rooms with everybody boosting than ruining a lobby that I'm in boosting. Finally, I'm excited because it seems like it's bringing like thinking and skill back into the multiplayer shooters. Well, it's third person and first person. You can switch back and forth. I never played a game that was third person and first person, so I think it's interesting to me. I don't see why you'd ever want to go into first person. Maybe if you're in a hallway or a building, first person would be more useful than third person. But to me, I'll probably stay in third person most of the time, but we'll see how it turns out when the game comes out. Obviously, I don't know right now because the game's still in pre-alpha. But skill and bringing skill and thinking back into shooters is exciting because it seems like they're going to have realistic recoil, and that's where the skill comes in. If you have a gun with high recoil, it should do more damage because you need to be able to handle the recoil to be good at that gun. Where if a gun doesn't have as much recoil, then it shouldn't do as much damage because it's easier to handle, easier to shoot. So it should separate the good people from the bad people, but give everybody the option to use the gun that they're good at. And then finally I think thinking is one thing that is important in shooters. Just because you hear a gun going off doesn't mean you should run over there. You should have to think about it, use teamwork to take out campers. And what I like is it doesn't seem like there's going to be too many noob features. And what I mean by noob features is, like a lot of games nowadays, they have it so you can see enemies through walls. Like Ghost Recon Future Soldier, they had a scope to where you could see enemies through walls. They had intel grenades to where you could see enemies through walls and you couldn't turn none of these off. They had noob tubes. They had a drone that shot grenades at you, which was called a U-tube. Or a UCAV, my bad. And it seems like this game's not gonna be too noob friendly, and it's really gonna have a gap that separates, the good people from the bad people, the good clan from the bad clans. And it seems like they're keeping it simple. like where I think a lot of games go wrong nowadays, especially gun-wise, and people complain about balances because you might have one gun with 20 attachments to where, you know, you have to tweak that gun 20 times for each attachment, and then say you can add 2 or 3 attachments, then you gotta tweak it 2 or 3, you know, 40 or 50 times just for each of those attachments that you can add. And I mean, at that point it all just gets complicated. Like, in most games we all know that there's that 1 or 2 guns that are just powerful. Like Ghost Recon Future Soldier, assault rifle was the best weapon because you could use it at all ranges. It dominated at close range, it dominated at long range, it dominated at middle range. And I think they're really going to have a gap to where, long range weapons are used for long range and short range weapons are used for short range, and, you know, they're all going to have their advantages and disadvantages, and they're going to have realistic recoil. Now, obviously, all this is just my opinion and what I read on about the game. For all I know, the game could come out and it could be totally shitty. But, if you haven't heard about it and you like third person or just tactical shooters, games you gotta think, games that take skill, games that are gonna separate, you know, good people from bad people, you should look into it. It's being created by SOF Studios. You can go to their website, they have a YouTube page. Just type in H-Hour, it'll come up. H-Hour SOF Studios, and read up about it if you think it's going to be a game, and pass the word on. It's developed by an independent studio, and it's a spiritual successor to SOCOM 1 and 2. I never really played those. I mean, I've heard good things about them and I've watched videos, but when those games came out, I was in high school just trying to get laid and too busy with sports and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, you know, help bring some awareness to the game. You know, maybe if I can get, 10 more people aware of the game, and then they pass it on, and, maybe more people will be aware, and the better the game will be, the more people that are playing. Alright, well, thank y'all. And y'all have a nice day.
Objective Bravo has been neutralized. Be advised, taking Objective Bravo.
你的衣箱来了，快拿好！发现，敌人敌兵。
Be advised, we've lost Objective Bravo.